Hello and welcome. My name is Branka Bernard. I'm a molecular biologist and director of Fabula Movens, company designing innovative educational solutions. Did you know that octopuses are masters of adaptation? They have a remarkable ability to change color, pattern, and texture of their skin to match their surroundings. Some octopuses have evolved to mimic rocks or seaweed, making them nearly invisible to predators and prey. They can also escape predators or catch prey by jet propulsion, allowing them to move quickly through water. If they lose a limb, they can regenerate it. They have complex nervous systems, enabling them to learn from their surroundings and adapt their behavior accordingly. These are all examples of evolutionary adaptations of this remarkable animal. Just as a puzzle is built piece by piece, evolution is a gradual process that occurs over many generations. Each piece or genetic change may seem small and insignificant on its own, but when combined with other changes, it can lead to significant evolutionary advancements. Evolution is a process that requires patience and persistence. It takes time for a complex species to develop successful adaptation. During that time, many adaptations will get lost. Imagine that for each piece of puzzle, you have many versions slightly different. Only the ones that perfectly fit to its surrounding will make the final picture. In the end, when all of the pieces fall into place, as with a finished puzzle, we can finally see the whole world of diverse and complex species that have adapted to their environments in unique and innovative ways, each with its strengths and weaknesses. Evolution follows a trial and error method, almost like nature is conducting a giant science experiment, testing out different adaptations and seeing what works best. Let us imagine a bunch of giraffes standing around, all trying to reach the same juicy leaves at the top of a tree. One giraffe has a slightly longer neck than the others, allowing it to reach more leaves than its peers. Full and happy, ready to mate, it is likely that the giraffe will pass these good genes on to the next generation. But let's say there's another giraffe, jealous and hungry, tries to grow even longer neck to compete with the first one. Maybe it ends up with a neck that's too long and stiff. It makes it difficult for giraffe to move around and find mates as easily. That adaptation would be marked as failure, and the giraffe's genes would not get passed on as much. On the other hand, a hummingbird is absolutely incredible success of evolution from engineering standpoint. By beating their wings incredibly fast, up to 80 times per second, hummingbirds are able to stay suspended in the air while they drink nectar from flowers. Their wings can also rotate in a way that allows them to generate lift in both the upward and downward strokes. This gives the hummingbird the ability to hover and maneuver in ways that other birds simply cannot. What's particularly amazing about the hummingbird's hovering ability is that it relies on a combination of different physical principles: aerodynamics, fluid dynamics, and muscle mechanics, all working together in perfect harmony. This ability is a result of many years of natural selection, as the hummingbird's ancestors developed ever more efficient ways of feeding on nectar. You might say, "Oh, what a positive force evolution is!" Unfortunately, the organisms that evolve quickly present the greatest threat to humankind. Antibiotic resistance is a classic example of fast evolution, as bacteria can evolve resistant to antibiotics in a matter of weeks or even days. Following the same reasoning, it becomes clear why viruses that mutate quickly pose such a danger. Finally, the second leading cause of death globally, cancers, often mutate quickly and escape even the newest of therapeutics. Evolution is not a linear path. There is no single top of evolutionary path. Every species is constantly evolving in response to its environment. If we compare us to other species, we can see that we share same processes of genetic mutation and natural selection as they do. As our environment continues to change, we will continue to evolve in response. Mutations are random and unpredictable events. Like a game of chance, some mutations may be beneficial, allowing an organism to better adapt to its environment and increase its chances of passing on its genes. These mutations are like a winning hand in a game of poker or a lucky roll of dice. Other mutations may be neutral or even harmful, decreasing an organism's fitness and reducing its chances of survival and reproduction. Over time, beneficial traits become more common in the population, while less advantageous traits become rarer or even disappear altogether. This process of selection is like the gradual accumulation of chips in a game of poker, as the players with the best hands win more and more rounds. As more intelligent species once said, "So long, and thanks for all the fish."